Hi there, students. Labile, or lability as the noun. Okay, firstly, this word most commonly appears in chemistry, and a labile chemical is something that is likely to break down. It doesn't stay around a long time. It degrades very quickly. It changes. It changes into something else. So once you've got it, you've got to use it, because otherwise 10 minutes later you're not going to have it, because it's not very stable. If you subject some chemicals to sunlight, they are very labile. They change, they deteriorate, they degrade very rapidly. And then they also use labile in biology, talking about cells. And labile cells are cells that are always dividing. They're constantly dividing, and they enter into the cycle. They're not stable. So that's very technical. But then we can use labile to talk about something that changes, something that's liable to change. So you could say that a person is emotionally labile. Yeah, their emotions change very quickly. So somebody who is bipolar, 1 minute they're really happy, and 10 minutes later they're really angry. And this is labile. Yeah, it's talking about something that is changeable. Or maybe a patient has a labile pulse. The pulse, it's not regular. It beats a lot and then very irregularly. But something that's labile is something that changes very easily. It's liable to change. So labile emotions, labile attitudes. Somebody who blows hot and cold has very labile attitudes. They're labile. They're liable to change. It's something that is apt to change. It's something that is unstable. So a labile character, easily changed. Labile emotions that are easily aroused and they're freely expressed, and they tend to change very quickly and very spontaneously. So his mood changes so quickly and so often that I would call him a very labile person. That this is always he's always changing. He's always thinking one thing, and then he changes very rapidly to something else. Okay, so a person who's labile, they're always changing. He has a very labile sense of self-worth. Sometimes he thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread, and then 10 minutes later he thinks he's absolutely nothing. So it goes up and down. It's changing. Yeah. You need something to regulate his labile sense of self-worth. Okay, so readily open to change. Her face is, a good actor has a very labile face that can change very quickly from showing one thing to showing the next. A labile chemical is ready to break down. It's not something that's going to last a long time. Okay, so labile, ready to change, likely to change. Yeah, labile facial expressions where you can express all sorts of things one after another. Something that's very volatile. It's something that's unstable and changes very easily. Okay, this is not a common word. I think most native speakers are not going to know this word, but labile, flexible, liable to change. Chemically, it means something that's liable to break down very quickly. Yeah, and in medicine, something that changes. So his pulse is very labile. Labile is suddenly changing. So, formality. I think I'm going to give it a 7 in formality. Maybe even, I think I'm going to give it a 7, 7.5. 7. It sounds rather poetic as well. So, use it in semi-formal writing, formal writing, something poetic as well. Something on the more formal side. And then as to origin, it comes from Latin. Labilis or labilis, apt to slip, something that's transient, something that flows, something that slips. So it slips easily from one state to another. Labile. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Labile. Lability.